YouTube, it's Elizabeth, Finding Elizabeth, and today is June 22nd, 2015. This is my week 62 post-op vertical sleeve gastrectomy update. I started my journey in January of 2014 at 402 pounds. I had surgery at Kaiser South Bay on April 14th, 2014, where I weighed 360.6 pounds. Last week, I weighed 214.4 pounds, and this week, I weigh 213.8 pounds. So, it's half a pound. Hey, I'll take it. It's better than a gain. So that's 0.6 pounds since last week, 146.8 since surgery, and 188.2 since I started. So what's happened since last week? Well, my son turned 19. Which was cool. I don't know how that happened. It went by really super fast. I don't know what I want to talk about today. A couple things. One is anxiety and depression. Today, Monday, I'm in a great mood. I feel great. But what I've noticed over the last few weeks is that weekends are really hard for me. And it used to be that I would be counting the minutes till a weekend where I didn't have any commitments or didn't have to talk to anybody for the whole weekend. Now I find when I don't have anything planned for the weekend, I get really angsty and I don't know, just not feeling good. Probably the last 3 weekends I haven't had much going on. Well, even some of those weekends I have had stuff going on, but not like constantly. And the idea of a weekend here, mostly by myself, makes me sad and makes me want to eat food that I shouldn't be eating. So I don't know what is going on there. It's probably one of the things that I've been running away from with food forever, which is being lonely. I don't know, I would have never said before that I was lonely, but maybe I am, and maybe that's what this weekend thing is, and maybe it's the idea of, hours of kind of unplanned time that I used to fill with eating, and I find that I want to fill with eating. And it also seems like on weekends is when I really get into this funk in my head about 1 year post-op, the weight's coming off so slow now, it's a struggle, you're not going to be able to do this, yada, 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 yada. And I hate that because I really believe that our thoughts are powerful and I need to get that shit out of my head. And I have been able to eat more than I used to, and I want to eat more than I used to. One thing I have done over the last week or so, maybe 2 weeks, is kick up my exercise. So even on the days that I don't work out with Brandon, I'm walking to the beach and back, which is 3 miles round trip, and I did that yesterday in like 45 minutes. I mainly walk, and if it's a day I've worked out with Brandon, I do totally walk, but on the other days, I'll walk like 2 or 3 blocks and run a block, walk 2 or 3 blocks and run a block. And I'm definitely sweating when I get back, so my heart rate is up. So I've tried to do that to compensate for additional eating. One of the things that I did this weekend was go back and look at less of Sarah's videos from around the same time that I'm at now. I pretty much watched most of her videos. She was one of the first people that Patty recommended I watch. So I watched her videos very early out when I had a much different perspective than I do now. So I went and was watching her like week 60 something videos, and it sounds like she was going through the same thing as I am. So that was helpful. And I also talked to or texted with a friend, a weight loss surgery friend this weekend, who also said she was kind of going through the same kind of, I don't know, stagnation, feeling like you're not going anywhere and not totally having the motivation to do exactly what you need to get there. So that's sort of where I'm at. So I'm sure everybody's watched less of Sarah's videos, but I just want to encourage you guys to go back and do it if you did it a long time ago, and maybe look at the, whatever week you're in, look at what she was going through. She's one of the few people who made videos for such a long time that had so much weight to lose. And I just find that it was really comforting to me to hear her say some of the exact same things that were going through my mind right now. And then I also, I guess she and Sarah Spano for a while, or she and Sarah Nerd Oregon for a while, did a show called Size Queen Saturday. And I watched one of those that's also on our channel, and I'll put the link below. It's on weight loss surgery and parenting, not parroting. That was really good. And I think anybody with little kids, it would be useful for you to watch. So there's a lot of good stuff there. I hadn't watched in a long time. So I just want to say thank you to both Sarahs for making those videos, because it really did help me to go back and watch those this weekend. One other thing I realized when watching her videos is I don't really have that much to say anymore. It feels like I'm getting on here and whining for most of my video. Her videos are much more informative about actual real weight loss surgery things than mine are. So I was just going to throw out there, if you guys have questions for me, you want to post them below, I will do a Q&A video if anybody has any questions or things they would like to know. I'm happy to do that. It'll give me something to talk about other than the spinning that goes on in my head on a daily basis. What else? So what am I going to do? One of the things I thought, okay, here's interesting. For so long, or maybe it's just interesting to me, but for so long I've just sort of tried whatever I could to not be alone with what goes on in my own head. I will watch TV or videos before I'm falling asleep. I don't leave a whole lot of time for silence in my head because I think it's a scary place for me to be. But on my walks, what I'm finding, even though I am listening to Audible books, I find that on the way back from the beach, my mind really starts to to think and have some time to actually be alone with itself in the scary, dark corridors. But while doing that, I thought of a couple things that I want to do to try to get my shit together. One is to set, I know Sarah Nerd in Oregon made a series of videos a while back that I said were, oh yeah, they're great. They were about goal setting, but doesn't everybody know this? Well, snotty me saying, doesn't everybody know this? And I didn't mean that in a mean way. I was just saying it like, well, yeah, this seems sort of like common sense to me. Well, guess who hasn't been doing that lately? For quite a while. That would be me. So, I mean, I have weight goals, but other goals. So I think I'm going to spend some time on that this week, coming up with some actual goals that I'm working towards. The other thing is phone a friend. I am not a huge phone person. I'm not totally keen, as those of you who know me well know, talking on the phone. But I think I really do need to, when I'm feeling the urge to binge, reach out to somebody. So if you happen to be somebody who wouldn't mind being reached out to when I'm having one of those moments, if you could send me a message or comment below, and then you can private message me or whatever your phone number if I don't already have it, that would be great, because I'm really going to push myself to do that, because I know probably if I just spent a few minutes on the phone with somebody, I would probably get out of my head about this stuff and not just say, fuck you, Elizabeth, I'm going to go eat XYZ. The other thing is I think I'm going to go to an OA meeting. I've talked about that before. I haven't done it. I was not crazy about them in the past, but I'm going to give it a shot now. So going to do that over the next week to 10 days. I'm going to continue to do my Fitness Pal. I'm almost at a week solid. I did that primarily because I had asked Pete Sleeverocker to offer me some suggestions, and he's like, oh, I couldn't find you on my Fitness Pal. And it's like, oh, well, that's because I haven't been entering in there very often. So I started doing that, and here's the interesting thing about that. Yesterday, I had my head in such a funk because I felt like I had totally binged. And I ate a lot of food, and I grazed, and it wasn't good for me. But at the point, so like midway through the day, when I was already beating myself up about how horrible I had been, I went and entered stuff into my Fitness Pal. And lo and behold, it wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it was. And that sort of got me out of my funk a little bit too. It's like, oh, look, you did that. You ate until you didn't feel good, but you didn't eat the worst foods in the world. Although I have to say, I have eaten some Pop-Tarts this weekend, which is really disgusting. I had gotten them for my son, and I actually threw them away last night because I can't have that shit in my house. So I'm going to continue to do my Fitness Pal, and I'm going to do some writing. Half hour of writing 5 times this week. So I'll check back in with you about those goals. I hate it when people say, oh, I'm going to do this, 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 and they don't do it. So hopefully, I don't know why I hate it. It's the like anal control freak in me. But so I'm going to check back in on those goals, and hopefully that accountability will make me do it. Couple quick NSVs. One was we had an intern here from London, a journalist from London, who stayed in Huntington Beach for 3 weeks to work with one of my clients. She's 25, skinny little girl, very athletic, plays on a netball league. I didn't even know what netball was. And we took her to work out with us. And my stepdaughter is like 32. But Ellie, the intern, was 25. So that's almost exactly half my age. And I noticed when we were working out one day, you know, she can run faster than I can for sure. But I was hanging right in there with those much younger girls. I can do that shit, and I love it, and that's pretty awesome. That was a good NSV, and the other NSV today was I went and got my passport pictures taken. I've never had a passport. I've never gone out of the country, and I will be going to London in October, and I really never thought I would ever go out of the country because flying was such a nightmare. So going international. I actually had to do passports today because my son is going to Germany, Poland, and France, and he leaves in July, and he didn't have a passport yet, so that sort of motivated that. But yeah, passport, flying places, going places. What else do I have? So I got a bunch of shout outs, and sorry, I need to start keeping notes during the week because I've not been very good about that. But Kim Can Do It, Wonderland, love her. Congratulations, Kim. You're doing an awesome job. I wish you would make more videos, though. And I finally saw that Uptown Funk video that Monica did. I don't know what took me so long, but that was very cute for all of you guys who participated in that. And Cece, your daughter is adorable. Catherine Dodson, Sister Scaleback, she had her 1-year surgiversary. Congratulations, Catherine. She and I are the same age. It's nice to have a couple of people out there in YouTube land who are my same age and not young enough to be my kids. Amy VSG to be the real me from Australia. She is just so delightful. She also had her 1-year surgiversary. I want to give a shout out to Randy, VSG Granny. Today's her birthday. Happy birthday, beautiful. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I didn't realize your birthday was so close to my son's. That's probably why I like you so much. Wanted to give a shout out to Lindsay Fly just because she's cool and it's got some cool stuff going on. So just wanted to say, Lindsay, love you. Happy for you. And she's doing a Brazilian butt lift, and she's a Beachbody coach. So I know how everybody loves Beachbody coaches, but I think she's gonna change the reputation of Beachbody coaches YouTube-wide. So, and who else? Oh, Amy gets a VSG. I have to give her a shout out because she drove all the way from Alabama to see me. No, that's not why she drove here, but I will be seeing her on Thursday, and I'm so excited. And the other thing is she doodled around with some pictures of me and Famke Johnson, and they're hysterical, and that really cracked me up. So anyway, you guys have an absolutely fabulous week. If you want me to do a Q&A video and have questions, post them down below, and I'll talk to you guys later. Maybe Amy and I will make a video on Thursday. All right, talk to you later. Bye-bye.